Welcome to my channel. I think we're so zoomed in. I've got to go out. I have to go out. Let's do that. Okay. I cannot wait to do this because I'm actually into a no makeup look. Honestly, I want to sometimes look like I have nothing on. But then sometimes y'all know I can beat my face. Okay? So, I love a little full coverage. And that's just what there is to it. I have moisturizer on my fingertip. And it's creepy because it looks like a nail. How is this a thing? How did this happen? It's probably because my nails are very long. And I just scooped it like that. I scooped it. That's just how it happens. Why did I have to say that twice? I don't know.
I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome. Hit subscribe if you've not already. And I'm so full of myself today in this video. I'm having so much fun with you. And I cannot wait to go ahead and get started. So get your makeup bag out. Let's go.
But I am loving this Tula moisturizer, you guys. I really am. First of all, it is such a large jar. Can we just get with it? It is 3.4 ounces. I'm like, this is a good size jar. I love that. Anyways, this is not about the video, but I'm just telling you it is. So this skincare 24/7 moisturizer hydrating day and night cream. Okay. Anyways, and it has probiotics and superfruits, all the things. So I talk about a lot of skincare in my masterclass on my website. Check those out. Whenever you click them and get them, you can watch them over and over again. You can get them immediately. My cats are literally doing this every video. It's either mowing or animals. Today it's animals. That's what's happening. So I have to clip my hair back. That's just the name of the game, guys. And I'm just doing this simple, these are just simple little metal clips. There's nothing fancy. You know, some come with like the little rubber or whatever. I think that's great because it definitely protects your hair for sure more. But I think like normally most of them will, what is happening? They're all trying, I trapped them in here. I think that's my fault. But if I don't, then they're in and out and they make a lot of sound. It's just too much. Let me get this frame up just a teeny bit. And I'm going to zoom in a second, but I just have to go ahead and forewarn you. I got my hair colored today, even though Sarah and I talked about it, and we do a barrier cream, we do all the things, it is still getting through. It is driving me bananas because I typically record on the day I get my hair colored. It's just what happens. So we're going to work with it, even though we're doing this no makeup, we're going to work with it. We're going to try to cover it up. But here you have to start off with a moisturizer. I really want to give you a step-by-step process. I want to break it all down because I think sometimes you see it, but you don't understand why. So we're going to go ahead and moisturize. And I think it's so interesting how there can be so many people that will look at someone that has no makeup on and you're like, oh my gosh, your face, your whatever, and you never have makeup on, XYZ, right? All these amazing compliments. And then low-key, girlfriend had a lot of makeup on. So, and a lot of makeup is not like caking thick, like makeup on your face. But when I say a lot of makeup, I mean like a lot of bottles. Do you know what I mean? Like you're using a lot of different products to get what you're doing. So if you have acne, if you have hyperpigmentation, if you have scarring, if you have sun damage on your physical face, then I'm gonna even talk about like, if you want to kind of have this type of look, how can you still have this type of look and still like cover it up, make it look natural? That's what we're gonna do. So we are basically bringing it all together. And I've been seeing that this is like a really popular video, so I wanted to do it. This is like a lot of questions on YouTube as well. And just in this type of world that we're in, people wanting to do these type of looks. So I have some amazing new finds. And I can't wait to show them to you. Okay, so I just did moisturizer. I think it's very important to do a really good hydration. If you also know that these are the looks that you want to do, you need to exfoliate your skin because you're gonna have like flakiness if you don't. And we are really doing like no powders at all, except a tiny bit. And I'm going to show you that too. So I basically just moisturize. Now we're going to get into getting a little closer in so we can see, is this better? And we're going to do primers and all the things. And I actually did not wipe out my brows yet. And I've had them microbladed and it's almost been 1.5 to 2 years, you guys. And I really think I'm due for another one. You're supposed to go every year, but the girl that does mine, she is like amazing. And she's like, you're not ready. I mean, she easily could be like, yeah, come in, let me tattoo your brows again and jack you up. No, she's not like that. Like, she's like, nope, not ready. You know, she could take my money and be like, peace, but she ain't. But anyways, I was like, last night I was like, I need to text her because I really think it's time. They're lightening up a lot and I'm not liking it. So I'm like, I kind of feel like my other brows coming back. I'm not a fan. What is, Trooper? How did you get on my dresser up there? Oh my gosh, these animals are out of control. This little bad boy, he thinks he rules the roost around him. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and with some face primer, a little ASMR. Isn't that so satisfying? All right, so we're gonna take that face primer from Fenty. I love this primer. Like, it is so silky. It is so creamy. Is it? My cats have never gone up there. Probably because they're not even trying to like test me. Trooper, he does not care. I cannot even handle what's happening. So for this look, you really want things to be dewy, hydrated, glistening, glowy. So start with a primer that's not going to be a matte finish. So this is a soft silk, so that kind of, you can see a little bit more of that silky glow. So start with something like that. So this is from Fenty and I love that. And then I'm going to go in next with Glossier, the Future Dew. So we're going to do that, little ASMR. It's so satisfying. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. That's way too many squirts. But we're gonna do our neck and chest. Okay, so I'm gonna do here first. A little bit of here. And I'm doing my best to go around my brows. I told my husband last night, and I was like, I'm just feeling some type of way. I was like, I'm just not loving the way I cannot. I was like, I'm just not loving the way I look right now. Like, at all. Like, maybe I think I'm about to start my period, so it just makes me crazy in my head, like, blah. And I was like, my chins are out to play, and I did not invite them. I did not invite these extra chins to come play, ever, ever, ever. So I'm really trying to figure out who can mess with my face to snatch it. Like, side profile, honey, is not pleasant, but it's always out to play to the public, and it's annoying. So I need to snatch. Do you see? That's what we're trying to do. Any recommendations? Has anybody else had that done? It's not a facelift. It's like Botox filler, all the things, and it just like pushes everything back up. So anyways, think what you want. Come for me with all the things. Do your thing, honey. You ain't living with these extra chins. And if you got some yourself, let's go together. Okay, so let's move on. So we did the primer and we did the Glossier to keep this really pretty dew happening. Now I'm going to do something that I never, ever, ever do. I'm very nervous. I'm so nervous. But either one of these brushes I'm going to use for my foundation today. I might use this one too. It seems a little bit too small, but I may do this one as well. I do like that brush, but I think I'm going to go in with a bigger one just so it covers more area. But that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not really doing much foundation today, so I'm going to do two different ones just to kind of see which one we like the best. So from Glossier, they have this Perfecting Skin tint, and it's very watery, right? It's very, I mean, it literally just gives tint. There's no coverage at all, which is actually what we want. But I do love this a lot. So if you have not used this, I think it's like worth getting just for that pretty, like, little bit of extra color to your skin, but it leaves you like glowing. Especially for this type of look, we're not going for a bunch of coverage, but we are going to get coverage, especially if that's what you're going for. But I wanted to try this first, and then I think I'm going to add something else on top of it because I just wanted to see what it looked like. So this is kind of experimenting. And then I'm going to go in with the IT, and this is from IT Cosmetics, is the CC cream. Now it's a full coverage. It does have SPF in it. I love that. Anti-aging, all the fun things. Like, it has great benefits to it, but I'm wondering, I don't want this to be too matte-ish, and I don't remember it being too matte. Like, I'm just trying to think from using this in full looks, and I love this, but I'm like, is it too, I don't think it's too matting. So anyways, we're gonna check this out, but they do have a lot of different ones, like matte, dewy, like blah, 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 all the things. So we're gonna test this one out that I do have, but we're gonna start with this, and I am gonna use a brush today. So I'm telling you, this is completely different than what I do on a regular basis with my makeup. So I am gonna use the back of my hand. Let's get a little ASMR, a little tricky here. Do we love it? Okay, so now I'm gonna take this on my brush and we're gonna just, oh, it may have done what I wanted it to do. We're gonna see, guys. One thing I love about these brushes that I always talk about from Amazon, there's no fallout of the bristles. I love that. These are really, really, really good brushes that are very inexpensive, and I love that. Okay, so this just really gave a little bit of color. Again, it's just a tint. Like you can see, I used all of that, so there's nothing much there. Okay, but we're gonna go in because I do want to test this out. I don't recommend layering them. I'm doing this really for those that, like, you have the acne and you do want to cover up and things like that, but you still want it to appear very natural. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one as well. Again, just a little ASMR. Okay, and then we're gonna take that here and we're just going to get just a little bit. I think I got way too much. I'm gonna take the Neutrogena face wipes. I'm getting too many sounds and I'm digging it. Don't want to be too wet. Perfect. And now I'm just gonna layer this on.
Here. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh! Yay, Koozie! Yay, Coos! Good job, buddy! He just got out of tutoring. Like, this looks really good. Still very natural, very dewy. You just really want to make sure it really matches your skin color, because on looks like this, you're not going for the line, like foundation line, things like that. You don't want it to look like you have anything on, but just having a little bit of color to your skin with light coverage would be really ideal. Now, this is a CC cream that does say full coverage, and that's fine because this still is very much like you can kind of see through it, you know, but we will go back in with a concealer that is going to cover up like any imperfections or spots or blemishes or things like that that you potentially have going on. And for my skin, it's not the breakouts right now. I mean, that does happen time to time, but it's really just more or less like the scarring from picking at my skin with a tweezer. So I have some of that around the hairline. And then I have like a mark right here that has popped up in the last few years and stuff like that. But other than that, like, I'm just embracing the freckles. Embrace what you have, but just enhance it in a way that's like, you know, like beautiful for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, I'm not hiding from this. I just embrace it. So this is from It Cosmetics. This is the Bye Bye Dark Spots. It's concealer in serum. And so you want to just kind of take the lid off, and then it already has a brush in there. And this matches my skin tone. I bought this intentionally to do that. It also says that it's a buildable medium coverage for a natural finish. So we're going to go ahead and put this on the areas that needs it. that darkness there was from hair color, so that's not there. It's just like a little bit of scarring right there, but that really covered it up and concealed it really nice, where it's not like this major makeup line going into my hairline. So that looks really good. And other than that, I mean, I like how it looks, and I just like to take a brush typically and just smooth out areas that could potentially hold some coverage. I mean, some like, you know, trap in some areas that look thicker. So go around the eyes a little bit like that. Okay, so my skin just looks like natural, and I love that. Especially for perfecting this look, you know, and I don't have anything on my eyelids. Super natural as well. So you can take your foundation brush that you just did, and you can kind of take a little bit of that on your lids just to kind of cover up, like you can pinch it a little bit and do that. Just enough to kind of cover up some of like the veiny looks. I definitely have like blue veins going up through my lids, so you want to do that for you as well, and just flush out any pinkness or something that may be on your eyes. So now that we've done those steps, let me think how many that we've done. So we've already done primer, Glossier. We did both of the foundations just to kind of get an idea of what can do what. You'll just kind of know which one that you want to lean towards, or potentially both as well. And then from It Cosmetics, again, we did that Bye Bye Dark Spot. So I like that. And again, the brush set. So we've used a lot of makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like when I say that, it's not like, oh, you have on a lot of makeup, but you're using a lot of makeup. So that's a lot of products. Okay, so next we're going to do a bronzer. We don't want to do a lot of heavy powders and things like that, so we just want to keep everything very soft. Y'all know I'm such a fan of this Fenty Warmth bronzer, and when I tell you it is good, and I'm hitting pan right now, but I've had this for such a long time. The cool thing about cosmetics is that it honestly does last a while, so you'll be so happy with like the investment of the product every time you purchase something. Just be I just dropped everything over there. Just be very mindful of like, this will probably last me a minute. Unless you're doing it every single day. I don't use this every day. I use it probably 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm not using it every day, but I feel like I use a lot of it, you know? So I just take a big powder brush, and these brushes are not clean, but I do need to definitely clean my brushes. And so I spray them a lot, and I love the brush cleaner that I have. It's so amazing. And so I have it linked all in my Shop My. Check that out because it has all the things. But I take my brush and I just kind of like pinch it like this a little bit, just so it's a, you know, I don't want to have sharp lines of like contour and bronzer and highlight and blush and all the sharp things where you're like, you're wearing makeup. Do you know what I mean? We're not trying to do that. So I want to kind of give you a little tip. I love this little tip. So I kind of pinch it like this, and I hold it, and then I brush it on or tap it, however, to get the product, just like so. And then I take it, because we're not going to contour the nose, but we want to add warmth and structure and sculpting naturally. So I now take it and I just kind of like dust it like that. Do you see that warmth? And that's very natural. That just looks like a shadow. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like I just scraped, you know, contour on my nose or whatever. But just a little bit right there. And you see how that just like warmed up. And now I kind of brush down just to kind of make sure everything's really smooth. And it just warmed up my nose a little bit. Like, I love that. So I just kind of take it, warm it up. So that's so good. Okay, and next we're just going to go in with a full sweep of the product, and I just kind of take it and I pat it just to have like that super gentle, I know he's back up there, that super gentle effect. You're probably getting more out of him than the video of me doing my makeup, but and then I just like pat it all over. You can already see the warmth coming through. Am I right or am I right? Hello. And it just looks so pretty. I like looks like this when you're just like trying to be effortless with your look, you know what I mean? Definitely the jawline. Look at that. You know I have to get a good jawline, you guys, because I struggle in that department. So we all have things that we're just like, if I could fix this, that's what I would fix first. I'm like, Lord, what made you think I needed no jaw? You knew what my profession was going to be. I need a jawline. Hello. So here we go. Alright, so here's that. And again, I just warm it up. My cats are literally trying to escape, and I'm not getting up. They should have gotten out when they had a chance. This door's been open for hours. But if that door was open, they would be laying here silent, sleeping. But because it's closed, they're like, oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't trap me in. But they're down there trying to escape. They take their paw under the door and do this number. I'm like, what's over there? What is there? Okay, so now that that's on, you guys, like, I could be like, peace, that's really it. That's all you need. Bless your life, go get dinner, you know? That's not it. So, but I'm loving this, and I still look like I have no makeup on. Y'all, I've used a lot of products, but I don't have a lot on, right? You know what I mean? So the next thing that we're gonna do is we have a few more things. We need to do mascara, we need to do highlighter. Ooh, and I did get my highlighter. We need to do lips, we need to do blush. Let's go ahead in with blush. Okay, so I have my Rare Beauty blush, and this is a cream blush. I'm asked a lot, like, what is my favorite blush? I don't use a ton of blush, and I just don't, but I love like mauvey and pinky and coral and that type of thing, like for my skin tone. I'm obsessed. So I got this one, and this one's Joy, and I just love how like it's very blendable. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's very hard to make a mistake unless you use way too much. It's very pigmented, but it is so beautiful, and I love the applicator. Oh, a little ASMR. Okay, so we're gonna take it, and we literally want to do the opposite of what I tell y'all to do. Like, we're not trying to chisel and sculpt and do all the things. We're gonna take this blush like right through here, but we're gonna carry it right through here, and we're gonna give us like a flushed look. You know what I mean? Like, you naturally are kind of flushed. So we're just gonna do like 3 little dots. It's barely going on. Do you see? Like, I barely. Be very careful. That's dangerous out there, y'all. All right, now I'm going to take this tinier little brush. I love these little brushes. They're so effective. And then I'm just going to swirl it. Just a little swirl. And we're going to give me a little flush, like I've been running and playing sports. And Lord knows I'm not doing that. And we're going to take it through here. You know what I want to know from y'all? What is your favorite dinner right now? I think that we talk about that sometimes, but like, we're doing spaghetti tonight. My sister's making the dinner. She is great in the kitchen, but we do spaghetti squash, right? Is that spaghetti squash? It's spaghetti squash, yes. I bought the wrong thing and then bought butternut squash. It was the wrong thing, but it looks like a yellow oval, and then you bake it. She does it in the crock pot because it turns out better, but you can slice it, olive oil and salt and pepper, bake it like face down. And we do that for our noodles, so it's like less carbs. So delicious. And we're doing that tonight, and spaghetti is one of our staples around here. Okay, so I'm going to take whatever's left on the brush now, and I'm going to take up and around my nose just to kind of give like a pretty little, like, are you freaking joking? This looks so good. I want to add more, but we're trying to look like we don't have anything on, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is mascara. I never do a lash curler because naturally, look at these lashes. They are up and ready to hang out. They're here. And so I just never do that. And so I'm going to do a little spoolie in my lashes. I think that's the one that dropped. Have a whole bag of spoilies. You can get these from Amazon. I love having these as extras. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go through my lashes right now. I have a really weird lash right now. There's like a gap naturally, which is so obnoxious. And I don't pull my lashes or do whatever. It just happens. But I'm going to just brush through them because I really just want to make sure nothing's in them and they just look really good. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my lash curler. I have been seeing so many friends and clients of mine that literally heat this up with a blow dryer, and I was like, where's my blow dryer? I'm about to do this, but I was like, no, I'm not going to do it because my lashes are already super curly. So if yours are like stick straight, I recommend heating this up first, like with a blow dryer, and then putting it on your lashes. But take it in really well, get as close as you can to the root. Pinch it, pinch it, pinch it, hold it for a few seconds. Do not pull while you're pinching, that's so unsafe. And then voila. Oh, honey, do you see my eye twitches? It literally does that all the time, like randomly. But look at that, that is so insane. Maybe I will get addicted to this, holy moly, and never do this. Okay, and now hold it, hold it, hold it. I'm not really counting how many seconds. I'm just holding it for a good minute. And I'm squeezing pretty firm. So just squeeze, 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 squeeze. Oh, I can see it. Dang. That's crazy. Okay, that's so good. Now I'm going to go with mascara. I have a lot of mascaras that I love, but honestly for this type of look you need a wand that is like so tiny that's not going to get chunky and flaky and all the things and thick. And so we're just going to use a really pretty mascara. This is from Lancome. This is still the mini, you guys. I love buying minis, not all the time, but I do, to see if like I really love it. You know, I'm like, do I want to commit to this? And so I love a good mini. So when it's offered, I definitely get it. If it's not offered, it's fine, but I do enjoy it. And so I also recommend, if you don't use mascara a lot because it expires after 3 months of opening it, honey, they get gross. So make sure you trash them, because that's when the mascara might start to hatch and they're nasty and you can get eye infections so bad. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm not really going thick on the roots. I'm just barely, and I'm going to get the tip. So you see how I'm just like barely taking like a little, just to perfect, just perfecting. A little zigzag action is fine. You just want to barely tap. Like I'm talking tapping. This is barely, guys. Barely, barely, barely. Okay, so that's good. Take this fully if you want to. You don't have to. But I'm going to, just to make sure nothing, especially that lash that's like acting up in the middle. I'm like, we don't need you acting out. Like there is spacing. I'm like, I don't need that. That is not what I called you for, honey. Called you to be full and lush. And I've never done false lashes, and I've also been told not to because my lashes are so long and thick. They're like, really? You don't even need them. So I just glue on lashes when it's needed, but for this look, we're working with natural today. And I really recommend, like, if you don't have lashes and you're like, I cannot get my lashes to do anything, then I recommend getting lash extensions. Just really research who you're going to. And get the tip up here, guys. Like the tip of your lashes always gets lighter. So just be mindful of that. I have a really funny feeling. I'm gonna call my husband in here when I'm done, and I'm gonna be like, I decided not to do my video today. I'm just feeling some type of way. So I didn't even put any makeup on, and I'm gonna see what he says. He might be like, girl, you ain't fooling me. I know your tricks. Or he might be like, oh, I hate that. Like, well, that sucks. You know, or something. But he knows what I look like literally without makeup. But anyways, I just think it's very funny. Let's see if we can prank him. Okay, so this looks really good. Like, it looks like I have no mascara on. Like, are you kidding me? I love that. Okay, so the next thing is we want to do our lips in a little highlight. And I cannot get over this. I cannot get over this. My face is shining. Oh, something else. Take your blush, since we're not doing shadow, and just take a little bit from your applicator and see if you can get a little bit of blush on your eyelid and just kind of flush that out. I don't think I really have much left, but anyways, worth a try. All right, so next we're going to do our lips. You want to get a lip liner. Again, everything's got to match your skin tone. So if you don't have a concealer that matches your skin tone, please go get it. If you don't have a foundation that's the perfect match, please go get it. If you don't have a lip liner that doesn't match your skin tone, please go get it. If you don't have a mascara that gives you natural lashes, please go get it. Like, you can't do a no makeup look. You can, but it's not going to be as effective as you wanted it to be if you don't have things that literally match your skin tone. So that's what we're going to do. I literally have fuzz right here. Where are you at? I feel you. I feel it. Yep, there it went. Okay, so next we're going to literally take this Kylie. I never use this hardly anymore. But what color was this? Oh, Dolce K. And it matches my skin tone. It's a little warm, but it matches. Because my lips are very like, you know, I mean, they look pinky, but they're not really pinky. All right, so we're just gonna do this. You see what I mean? Like, it's very natural. And this lip goes down. Not physically down, but it doesn't go as high like my lip. So I have to kind of overline this one a tiny bit. You know? And that's that. Literally just matches my like skin color or whatever, you know? You see what I see? Better. Okay. Next I'm gonna go in. This is by Tarte and this is Juicy Lip. Why did it just break on me? I literally cannot. I just cannot with my life. I mean, I'm literally looking like a natural girl and I like it. That literally, I don't know what it is. When I do a beat face, I'm like, honey, you look so good today. And when I do natural face, I'm like, girl, you look so good today. I like it. What do y'all think? This is so good. Okay, another thing we're gonna do, highlight just to kind of add to the glisten. Nothing crazy or excessive. Again, I love my Rare Beauty products. I'm such a fan. I don't know if everything because the packaging is blush pink, but I'm a fan. But I totally busted my whole highlight. It's very sad. This is a powder, so I'm like, should I use this or should I do my e.l.f. this one right here, the Halo Glow Beauty Wand highlights, a little cream. So I'm not gonna do much, you guys. I might just do this one instead of the powder, but it squeezes out. And then the same one I did my blush with, I'm literally taking it just like that on the tip. Is that too much? I don't know. And I am just doing this. Because if you are like, whoa, you know what I mean? People are like, girl, I know you got makeup on, honey. You ain't playing us today. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that off. I'm just so nervous. I don't want it to be too much. And then we're gonna just take it and just get a little prettiness happening here. That really wasn't much at all. That's fake. That was a fake application right there. It was like, where did that product go? Okay, so now we're just gonna blend it through. Ooh. It's just like where the light hits you, like naturally. Like, and it's okay to kind of take it down there a little bit. So, y'all see I did not contour. I did not fully do a bunch of concealer. I didn't. Because if you do, you are going to notice that you have on makeup, you know, and it's not like shameful to be like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing makeup or she's wearing makeup. It's not that. It's just if you really do want like that look, this is what you've got to do. So this looks so pretty. I just need to perfect my brows a little bit because unless you got good brows, honey, and you ain't got to touch them, good for you. But that's not my life. So I have got to touch them a tiny bit. I love right here my Urban Decay Brow Blade. I'm obsessed. Also love from Dominique Cosmetics. I love her brow frame. Yeah, brow frame. I love that as well. And I also love her brow gel. Like this is not going anywhere. So we're going to use that, but I have to go in first and I'm just going to get, because I want like baby hairs. Like if you don't have brows and you are trying to create, then you just need little fluffy baby hairs. Like that's it. They need to look so natural. And you want them to kind of go up a little bit, just like, not much, but just like effortless. Do you know what I mean? I have a couple wild hairs that need to be plucked. I'm out of control. I'm out of control. Better, right? That's so much better. Look how natural that looks. So natural. I was thinking of something and then I totally forgot. I was like in the middle of my brow and I was like, I should say something right now about, and then it left me. So I'm not really sure what I was going to tell you. This is her Brow Blowout Shaping Gel. Love it. It's literally going to keep them in place. So I'm going to just do this number right here. So cute. Oh, I know what I was going to tell y'all. It just takes a minute, you know. Is that, and it's so funny when a guy is like, oh my gosh, did you, like, whatever, she's so pretty, or did you see that girl or whatever, blah, 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 right? And they might point out like she looks very natural, she doesn't really, you know, she doesn't really wear much, whatever. And I think that is so funny because girls can pull one over on you. She might not look like she got something on, honey, but as soon as she gets herself ready for bed, all that work is coming right off. She does have on makeup, you know? So I think it's so interesting and so funny how guys, especially because girls know their tricks, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know girls, we're like this, is that they are so quick to point out that somebody's not wearing makeup or whatever. They're like, yeah, they're natural, they don't wear much. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you falling for that? Stop. This is really good. So the only thing I'm not loving is that when I put the foundation on my lid, it kind of creased a little bit. So I'm not liking that because that will really show your true colors that you're wearing makeup. Okay. So this is really pretty. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do from Charlotte Tilbury that setting spray. I like this. And this is the Airbrush Flawless setting spray. It says party all night, stay all day. Facts. Okay. Love it. Okay. Don't kill yourself while you're doing that. Do not choke. Where is my fan? Where is my fan? Oh, I love this. It feels so good. Another thing I'm going to finish with is, it's from Fresh. I love this so much. So you can kind of use this throughout the day, but it's a Rose Instant Hydrating Mist. So I like this. So it's infused with rose and I like this so much. But anyways, you can shake that up, kind of use that throughout the day, and it definitely kind of gives you more of just like this natural glisten. I naturally have freckles. Like, do you see those natural freckles popping through? If you don't have freckles, but you kind of want to create them, if you know, just want to conceal more like blemishes or whatever, like I have this right here, that dark spot, but I could make that like a larger looking freckle, you know, and kind of make it work. So I wanted to kind of show you this. So I have the Kylie palette right here and there. I pulled this one out because it has like some natural, really pretty earth tones in here. So those could kind of work. I definitely need to do that deeper one. Another thing that I like to do to create freckles is I can do my blade like this because it's tiny. Another thing that you can do if you have like brown eyeliner or something like that, like you can do more of like a liner side. But the only problem with that is that you're putting too much force on your skin. So to keep it really natural so you don't kind of mess things up, is to either do a brush with shadow and get like a teeny little pointed brush. So I kind of have like a little point right there. So I could like take that into there and kind of create some freckles. Or you could take that brow blade because it's already kind of like a wet liquid and kind of pat that around. And I've done that before in one of my videos and it turned out really nice. So I can kind of do a little bit of both to show you. And then that's kind of where you want to maybe like powder to set it all in. Now this got Macy has never done, Macy, she's never done that before. She followed suit to the baby. You know what? Don't be a follower, Macy. Don't be a follower. Okay, so we're gonna just take it. Look at those little tiny dots that I got right there. So we're just gonna take it and create a couple just so it kind of looks a little natural. And you don't want them to be perfect. No freckle is perfect. Oh, and you know what? I do love like marking my beauty mark right here. So you can kind of make that a little bit more pronounced. Have a little hair right there, a little fuzz. Y'all, I have been on this kick of, oh my gosh, what are they called? Oh my gosh, what are they called? What has been my kick? Oh, press on nails. Sheesh. Could not think about what they were called. Okay, so there's a little bit of freckles through here. And there's not much, so it's just a little bit. So now I'm going to take it. My husband's definitely not going to fall for this. He's going to be like, girl, your freckles are out. What did you do? Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to take a little bit of powder. Just a tiny bit. I'm not going to take much because I do want them to look more natural. So I'm taking a little bit. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent. and you could pat it, you can swirl it, then pat it, but we want this to be as natural as we can. And then just kind of pat over them and make them a little bit more, not as like heavy. Do you know what I mean? Just like softens them up a little bit. Definitely took a little bit of my glow away. Aggie. So we're gonna take a little bit of the Fresh spray. Yeah, that brings back a little bit of glow. But this is so cute. There's nothing really to it that's so hard or challenging. It's just a really pretty look. So I definitely want you to master this, have fun with this. Let me know in the comments if you love this type of look, if you were into these products or these are products that you have at home. Let me know that. So are you into it? And then do you have these products at home? And if you don't, what is the product out of everything that you saw today that you are going to get first? So an easy way to do this is the first link in my description is my Shop My link. So go ahead and click that right now. It's going to get you to my Shop My page and account. So then you can actually go scroll over and hit YouTube, and then this video will pop up and you'll see all the products that I use, and it will send you directly to the website to check out. Now, because I am a content creator, beauty influencer online, you know there is a small percentage of commission there. So if you do want to check out that way, that does bless a girl. So thank you so much. This was amazing to do. I'm such a fan. So we're going to get some footage, some B-roll of this, slap some earrings on, and I did pull my earrings aside. I was like, if I'm doing a natural look, earrings have to come out to play, okay? Something's got to be bold. And so we are going to add a little pizzazz to the ears. I love the little designer earring. Little plug there. Olivia Hayward. So obsessed with all the jewelry that she makes. I am like obsessed. Like I can't even explain it. It's just so good. I literally wear her earrings in every single video and all the things that I do. So if you're like, oh, where'd you get those earrings? Olivia Hayward. So go check out her website. It's oliviahayward.com and use promo code. I'll go ahead and link that in the description as well. But promo code is Amber for 10% off of your purchase. So go do that and check that out. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And again, get in the comments. Let's chat and hang out. But for all questions of anything that I offer or do, or you just want to be a part of a community with me, I cannot wait to hang out with you and get to know you more. Head over to amberlykins.com, and I'm excited to see you on the inside. All right, well, have an amazing day and take care. What time will dinner be done? Do you know?
Are you lost your mind? What you talking to me like I'm your daggone servant for?
I just asked her a question.
You called me all the way back here to ask me that?
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how much more time I have without making a big deal about it. And my phone's dead.
Oh, that's why. Because typically you call me or send me a text. 6.
Well, I didn't put on any makeup because I'm over it. So I just did some skin stuff. So I just took everything off.
Why are all the animals in here?
Don't you rather me not wear makeup though than do like a full face?
It doesn't matter to me either way.
I know. Can you even tell? That's always my
No, I
question.
can never tell. You're just that hot.
Like, does it even look like I have anything on because I took everything off?
Is the reason why you're recording it? You act like I didn't know as soon as I walked in here.
How can you see
I can see
it?
the reflection on the screen. And it's
Okay,
red.
can you tell that I don't have makeup on?
Yes, your no makeup look.
So you don't see makeup or you do see makeup?
I do see a little bit of makeup because your freckles are covered.
Oh, but I did bring them out because I painted them on. But you can't fool, I can't fool you. You know my shenanigans.
Yep.
Interesting. Even the camera, the thing was flopped down. How the heck?
Look in the back. Look at the reflection in the mirror.
Okay, how are you seeing that from there?
Because I have eyes.
I loved making this video tutorial for you of this amazing no makeup. When you create this look, tag me on Instagram, Amber Lykins. I want to see your look and to let me know all the things in the comments. Hit like and make sure you do hit subscribe. It pushes this video out into the algorithm so more people can check it out. The next video that I think that you will love right here is the Clean Girl makeup tutorial. Go check it out.